if you got a girl. Don't mean to disrespect, but thoughts of you rule my world. I even dream of you, I swear.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So today I have this easy, it is easy, trust me. I always say easy and I use easy very lightly. But today I am going to be doing this easy festival makeup look. I kind of did one in my last video for the spring inspired look, but that was a little bit harder for some of you. But trust me, this looks crazy, but it didn't take a lot to do, and I did it so that a lot of you guys could do it with the things that you have, if you're a beginner, if you're advanced. So this look was actually very easy to do, and yeah, without further ado, if you want to know how to get this look for Coachella, EDC, Ultra, LIC, whatever the fuck you're going to, then please keep on watching. Alrighty guys, so right now I am completely barefaced. My hair is not done. I look totally crazy. I don't even have brows on, and I'm just feeling a little weird. Like, I feel ugly right now. So I'm gonna do my foundation right now, and to prime my face I'm gonna be using the Too Faced Hangover Primer. Oh my god, I absolutely love this primer. It's infused with coconut, I believe. Yeah, it's infused with coconut water, so it's like really good for your skin, and it just smells so good. I'm like obsessed. So I like to tap my primer to make it tacky and sticky, so that when I apply my foundation on top, it'll just, you know, stick. Lately I've been like sleeping early and waking up early, and that's something unheard of for me. I've never like done that. I usually like suffer from insomnia. I mean, I'm not diagnosed, but it's usually like self-diagnosable. What did I just say? You know what I mean, whatever. I couldn't say that word. But yeah, I usually cannot sleep at night because of my anxiety. But lately, bitch, I've been sleeping at like 10, 11, 12, and it's just so weird. Like, I don't usually sleep at that time. And I've been waking up like at 6 in the morning, at 7 in the morning, at 8 in the morning. I don't know, it's just so weird. So for my foundation today, I'm going to be using Hourglass Stick Foundation in light beige in the center of my face. And then for the rest of my face, I'm going to be using L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow Foundation in sun beige. And girl, this foundation is everything. The only thing I don't like about the L'Oreal Pro Glow Foundation is that it has like alcohol, and it kind of burns my skin sometimes, especially after I shave. And girl, that is like horrible. It feels so painful, and I just hate it. So I forgot to mention that this is a festival makeup look. So one good thing about the Pro Glow Foundation is that it has SPF 15. So since you're gonna be out and about twerking, getting fucking turned and shit, you want to protect your skin from the sun. So this is a really good foundation because it does have SPF, and yeah, you want to protect your fucking skin because obviously you want good skin, right? I mean, who doesn't? I usually never apply my foundation like this, but I see everyone do it on Instagram, and I don't know why everyone does this on Instagram, but I just want to try it, you know. I want to be like cool and try it because I never freaking do this. So then to blend my foundation out, I'm going to be using the Morphe M439 brush, and I'm just going to be buffing this out. So obviously this is not my color. I did get a little bit darker, so this looks a little bit lighter on my skin, but it will oxidize, so it's gonna go back to my skin color hopefully. But I'm known for not matching my foundations correctly. For concealer today, I'm going to be using Tarte's Shape Tape Concealer in light neutral, and there's nothing more I have to say about this concealer. It's everything, and yeah, girl, it's everything. I love it. I'm running out and I'm kind of scared that they're like completely sold out of this concealer. And I hope to God that it's not. So I need to stock up on some concealer, to be honest. Please. Have you guys seen RuPaul's Drag Race? The first episode? Oh my god, guys. It was everything. It was like literally everything. Wow. They changed a lot of things. I don't want to spoil things for you guys, but you have to fucking watch it because that shit was motherfucking bomb. I like Nina Bonina, Valentina, and Sasha Velour. Like, I'm obsessed with them. Like, they need to be top 3. They really need to be top 3. Oh my god, I should do like a little cute series of like makeup inspired looks by the queens. Would you guys want that? I'm not sure. I don't want to copy other YouTubers who've done that, but let me know if you guys want me to do that because I would live for that. I would love to do that. I think I'm gonna do it. Let me know if you guys want me to do that because I really want to now. So to set my under eye, I'm gonna be using Airspun Translucent Extra Coverage Powder with my Morphe G8 brush. And I love this brush because it literally packs on the powder. And you don't have to like dirty your beauty blender with powder. Because I kind of hate dipping my wet beauty blender in powder. I don't know, I feel like it just ruins it. Even though it doesn't, that's just me. So I like using a brush to bake instead. It just does, this brush just does the job for me and I'm just obsessed with it. And then for the rest of my face, I'm just going to be using the Morphe R0 brush. Guys, this brush is so big. I've never seen a brush this big in my life. And I just like using a little bit of powder and basically I just like setting my face with this. So I'm going to let this bake and I'm going to be doing my brows and I'm going to be priming my eyelids off camera and I will be right back. Alrighty guys, so I already did my brows, primed my eyelids, and did one eye off camera because I just needed to do that. If not, this would have been a 3-hour long video. So for this eye look, I'm going to be using the Morphe 35B palette. This palette, guys, is everything. I'm obsessed. The colors are so pigmented. For the price, I'm not sure how much it costs. I'm going to probably put it on the screen. But it is a very affordable palette and the shadows are so pigmented and I'm obsessed. So to start off with the eye look, I'm going to be using the white shade from the palette with my Morphe M433 brush. And I'm just going to be focusing this shade on my brow bone. And this is a very classic trick. This will literally help you blend all your shadows. And I'm just going to be taking that down all the way to my lid as well. So we can have a nice base to work with. For my transition color, I'm going to be using this shade over here and a little bit of this shade over here. Not too much because we are going to be using this as well. And to apply that, I'm going to be using my MAC 224 brush. I've had this brush for years. I can't believe it's still alive. I've had it for so long. So to darken things up a bit, I'm going to be using this shade only by itself. And I'm just going to be using this shade in the crease with my Morphe Y19 brush. This brush is very soft, you guys. This is beautiful. It's from the Gold collection from Morphe. Then I'm going to go back with my MAC 224 brush just to blend those two together. Then I'm just going to go a little teeny tiny bit with this hot pink shade because it is very pigmented. And I'm just going to be using the same brush from Morphe, the Y19 brush. And I'm only going to use a little bit of this shade on the crease just to intensify it a little bit more. As you guys can see, this palette is very pigmented. Like, holy shit. I only used a little bit and I'm shook. Shooketh. Oh my god, I can't. Next, I'm going to dip in this red shade over here with my Morphe M503 brush. Next, I'm going to use a clean blending brush just to diffuse everything and make sure that there are no harsh edges. Next, I'm going to go in with my Z palette, and I'm going to be using the shade Pink Champagne from Anastasia Beverly Hills. And I'm just going to be using this shade on my lid. I kind of wish I hadn't done this because I did like the look without it. But I did do my other eye with it, so we're just going to have to do it for now. But I do like the look without this step. Sorry guys, I had to take a quick break because it was getting so hot in here and my throat was getting so fucking dry and I just looked unblended in some areas. So no ma'am. Once I'm done with that, I'm just going to be using my Kat Von D tattoo liner, and I'm just going to be drawing a teeny tiny line for the lashes because I hate putting on lashes with no liner because then it just looks weird. So I'm just going to be drawing the tiniest line possible. So for contour today, I'm going to be using the Morphe 9B Z palette. So this is my first time ever using this palette and I'm so excited because it has a lot of contour shades. Oh, okay, that's really dark. Alrighty guys, so while I bake, I'm going to be moving on to the lower lash line. And for my lower lash line, I'm going to be using the hot pink shade mixed a little bit with this shade over here. And the brush that I'm using to apply that is this adorable Morphe M515 brush. It is the smallest blending brush I've ever seen in my life. It is so fucking cute. Like, I'm obsessed. So for my inner corner highlight, I'm going to be using these two shades from the Morphe DD palette. And guys, I'm obsessed with it. I cannot wait to use it on my face because I've heard really good things about this highlighter palette. And yeah, I'm just going to be applying that on my inner corner. So I'm just going to be spraying my brush with Fix Plus. Alrighty guys, so right now I'm just going to dust off the bake. Make sure you dust everything off because you don't want to, you know, be Flashback Mary and, you know, blind the children, but with your powdery ass face instead of your glow. You know, because, girl, we don't want to look like ghosts up in here, you know. And for blush, I'm going to be using this corally shade mixed with this pink shade over here from the Morphine 9B palette. You have to be very careful with how you apply these because they're very, very pigmented. So I'm just going to be popping on some mascara. And for today, I'm going to be using Roller Lash by Benefit. I couldn't find my eyelash color, so hopefully this does me some justice. This actually curls your lashes, which is freaking insane. I've never seen a mascara do this, and that's why I love this. Alrighty guys, so I put on some lashes and bought a mascara, and the lashes that I'm using today are from Lilly Lashes in the style Miami. I do have a code with them and it's Morphine Love if you want to save some dollars off your purchase, but I do not recommend using faux mink lashes for a festival because they will get damaged. That's just the truth of it. I haven't been to a lot of like music festivals, but I've been to some and I know that everybody gets fucking gross and turnt, and trust me, you do not want to take your $30 lashes to one of those because they will not fucking last unless you're like this the whole time. I'm sorry, but there's going to be drinks thrown, you're going to be sweating, you're going to be going like this, it's just not going to work out. So I recommend getting House of Lashes because they're more durable and they're not as expensive as these. So now moving on to highlight, I'm going to be using the Morphe DD highlighter palette, and before I do that, I'm just going to be spraying my face with some Fix Plus. So for highlighter, I'm going to be using this shade and this shade over here. And to apply my highlighter, I'm going to be using the Morphe M510 brush. Alrighty guys, so the glow is complete. So now moving on to the funnest part of this look, which is adding the little heart crystal things. So people usually use these for nails. Like I stole them from my sister and she doesn't really know. But I'm gonna be using them on my face today. And usually when it comes to applying glitter or like little rhinestones and all that stuff, I like using MAC Mixing Medium. But since I don't have MAC Mixing Medium, for today I'm gonna be using Duo lash glue, and I'm just going to be using that to apply that, which I kind of do recommend if you're going to be out and about in the festival. You want your shit to stay, so I recommend Duo lash glue. And a little bit on my forehead. So everywhere where we applied our highlight is where I'm going to be applying the rhinestones. So I'm going to be doing the other side of my face while my camera is charging, and I will be right back. Alrighty guys, so the other side is complete. And I'm kind of upset because I kind of got lash glue on this side of the little heart, so they're not as blinding as these. But whatever. I'm obsessed either way. So now for lips, I'm going to be using RIO by Anastasia Beverly Hills. It's a really pretty hot fuchsia pink shade. Wow guys, I am literally obsessed with this look. Like, girl. Alrighty guys, so that is the completed look. Oh, I am literally obsessed. Like, bitch. So like I said, this was very easy to do. Trust me, it did not take a lot of things to do. I'm just a hot mess and I always take long for everything, so I tried to make this look as easy as freaking possible. So yeah, I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And if you have any other ideas, anything that you want me to do, or anything that you have in mind, let me know down below and I will do it as soon as I can. My Instagram and Twitter is MorphineLoveMUA, and my Snapchat is MorphineLove. And yeah, I love you guys so much and stay safe.